It's okay. You know what? In all fairness, me too. In any event, you guys...
I like well-known
is there some
established
kind of
enemies.
ruler here?
Okay.
Is there some kind of ruler in this room?
So, long and short, you guys all follow in. The guard at the lead takes you ahead. He grabs a torch off of the wall. I say torch, but it's really just a gem on a stick that he picks up off. It's kind of wand looking. And he holds it aloft, and it gives off a blue light as you guys head through a tunnel up ahead. A tunnel being a hallway. In any event, you're stooping slightly as you come upon a doorway, and the guard looks up at you and gives with an apologetic smile. He opens the doorway and waves in, and you can see inside as he walks in first and takes position as such. He puts the lit stick on a sconce, a holder on the wall, and just basically crosses his arms and beckons you inwards. The chamber ahead, it has a higher ceiling, so you can stand comfortably in it. There's an old fellow situated in a seat, and he is being addressed by a couple other of his kind with parchments, and they're kind of milling in and out from side doors, and the back patio opens up and overlooks the city slightly. You can see pinpoints of light as well as large swaths of light being cast, specifically over a body of water just yonder. In any event, you also see a glowing red line from where you're situated out the patio across the body of water. And as you guys enter into the chamber, the old fellow stands up. Oi. He does one of these, and a bunch of the attendants back away, and with bows leave the chamber. And he does one of these. Oi, ropa. The lights in the room are brought up. One of the nearby mages gives one of these and illuminates the room much nicer than it was before, from a dim, difficult to see light to something a little easier on your humanoid selves. Stupid fucking thing, come on.
You can have bright pink light.
There you go.
That fucks with the eyes.
Right? Isn't that nice? So, bringing up the house lights, he says, I apologize for broken command. It's long time we no see. Human. Why are you here, human?
We came here by accident after destroying a phylactery. And then we saw another one and attempted to destroy that as well.
He comes to walk forward, and then reaches back and grabs a hold of his cane. He walks out with that. Looking up at you, he peers. Very good. You say accident. You are here. Accident is no fault. He looks towards Othello, reaches out with his staff. Tink, tink. He's the metal man. I heard the report. Did not know what to expect. Why are you here? You say again?
Destroying phylacteries.
Phylactery.
The glowing orb at the tower.
We need phylactery. Phylactery give our city life. Give us warmth and special effect. Much fish.
Wow. Shark Week.
You guys watch in the distance, as sure as shit, one of the big fucking fish splashes out of the body of water and lands back in the water. Our mage, he is dead now, but wired the phylactery. Wired is the term he used. He was human, like you. he wire and give our city life because our engineer, he could not. We require warmth or we die. We
No.
need phylactery.
The phylactery is evil.
Othello steps in, balance must be maintained. The phylactery must be destroyed and we must continue. Or he says actually, I must continue. He doesn't say we.
The Metal Man's mission is to destroy all the phylacteries. Our mission was to remove the one on our land. We have accomplished that. We have no jurisdiction over the one on yours, and that is not our intended goal.
Othello
We're
looks.
more than happy to go back to our own kingdom and leave you be. But in 1,000 years, you're going to have a problem. Fix it in that time, totally fine.
Othello looks towards you and looks back, and then looks towards you again. Ivor, man of Kedorog, you are forgetting. I have recalculated. Due to activities at the previous junction, it has been established that it will no longer take 1,000 years.
It is now 18 hours.
It is now.
I forgot to carry the one.
The old man. I do not understand. We require heat. If your mission is to destroy evil, I cannot stand for this that will cost us our livelihood. If you can replace the source, as our engineers could not, then we do not have issue with the loss of the phylactery.
Othello was lying to you.
Phylactery. He sort of just, he keeps saying it over and it's phylactery. It's just this odd word
I'm
for
like
him.
phylactery.
The Joker like, phylactery? Phylactery.
Really enunciated.
Right? Sorry, Ivor.
Othello was lying to you. They are destroying the phylacteries at an increasing rate. He just doesn't want to have to destroy a kingdom on his own. He wants outside help. He wants to drag us into a war with you. I don't plan on doing it.
Othello doesn't know
Fuck
what
you,
to
I
make
saw
of
the
this.
map.
Othello doesn't know what to make of this.
How big is this city?
I'm upholding the balance.
Underground.
Fuck you.
How big is the city?
Yeah,
It's
underground.
The distant pinpoints of light that you can see at the far edges illuminate the walls. It's gonna be a couple miles.
These guys are aware of fire and how it works, right?
Yes.
They have torches and stuff. So do they not understand that fire can heat up their houses? Do they not know that?
Do you want to say anything to them?
Yes, you have access to fire. Why not? Why is fire not good enough?
Fire goes out, needs fuel. We wish to root the magma flow.
Magma.
Remember all the fumes in here that you complained about? Imagine an entire city. They
Should
would
we
die
root
overnight.
magma flow,
Magma.
our engineers can create heat juncture. But you see here,
Where's the magma?
Magma.
the pinch me.
Does magma flow?
Magma.
No, God damn you, piece of shit. Come here. He goes up towards the balcony and he points out, and you can see like there's a point of rubble and exploded shittiness. And then suddenly overhead you hear. And a red hot line illuminates from overhead, and you see a bounty of massive, strange-looking silhouettes form in the water, and the whole of it kind of roils and boils for a moment, and fissures pop out of it, steam billows from it, and then a moment later it settles down. Oh, that was a good or two. It hurts. In any event. So the old man says, our engineers could not transfer, could not move lava. The magma flow would not cooperate. We are forced to use the solution our mage friend fashioned so long ago. Should it be ruined, we have no replacement.
That's fine.
Would you-
We don't have a problem with that.
Would you let some man rape your daughter? Because when you use this thing, you are letting a man rape your daughter.
Othello looks to the old man and says, "The phylactery must be cleansed. It must be destroyed. Balance must be maintained. It must be established and maintained. The phylactery is the cause of imbalance. The evil, if allowed to continue, will one day claim you, and you will become not but followers in service to the Acerarak Demi-Lich."
I look at the guy, he's like, "Do you hear what he says?"
The old man looks up towards the metal man. "Is very interesting. He moved like person. Like you, human. Yes, metal man." And he just keeps peering at him. And Othello does one of those sidelong blinks and then looks towards you. "Balance must be maintained. It will be maintained."
Shouldn't they declare that they don't have a clue that rid of the fire so it's not getting known?
Does that mess with you?
Oh, no, that's what I get with it.
Is that disturbing? Or just distracting?
Distracting. Distracting.
I can't look at you.
Yeah.
It's only for 10 hours, I think. Oh no, it's only 5 minutes.
It's a short one. It's a short one.
Yeah, it's fine. It just feels a lot longer.
Yeah.
because
It's on repeat.
It's on loop.
So,
So they say they can't harness the magma?
they cannot, as the old man is speaking here, you say, you cannot, what do you say to him?
You're unable to harness the power of the magma?
We can harness the magma if we have the magma, but earthquakes sealed our supply, and we have not been able to root it again. We do not have the engineer to do it.
So you need an engineer.
We require an engineer.
Hey, as I even look around at these guys, is their technology at what level of learning?
It's not primitive, but it's not on the same level. Like, these guys don't fly and shit. They're probably amazing when it comes to being underground, right? They're not an above ground creature.
So I ask them, dude, you need a way to dig through? Is that the problem? Like somebody that has the knowledge of what to do? Or?
We require the ability to dig accurately,
We
to
may
understand
we
magma.
may be able to help you, no?
No.
Somebody from our place, somebody from our city. To aid these people, and then we will be able to rid it once they're able to harness the magma again.
If you do this, then we work with the metal man, and we prevent evil.
I say to Othello, what's this, Othello?
Othello.
Like, you will be with this? We go back to Cloudspire and get somebody to help these people, and then once we've done that, we will take care of the...
He looks at you, and he seems to process for a moment, and you watch as a little green steam puffs from his sword and from under his plates as he's processing, and then he looks towards you. Balance must be maintained. Wanton death is not an option. Slaughter of this city does not jive. We shall do things your way, human. Man of Black Mountain.
For how long, Othello?
For now, there is time. Until recalculation is complete, I do not know how much time. Hence, my parameters do not cover the current circumstance.
How much time before?
A saying I have heard in your people's tongue. We cross that bridge when we come to it.
You know how much time there was before, why don't you answer me now?
I do not know how much time there is currently. I know that there is less than.